Hello everyone, we are live from Chicagoland Speedway for round 12 of the Blue-Emu Offline Stock Cup Series. It is the Camping World 40. This is part one of
Drivers,
two of
to
the
your
Chicagoland
cars.
doubleheader we'll be having this weekend. So the 42 car lineup for the second race, the Chicago 40, delivered by United Airlines, will be determined by the finishing order of this race. And speaking of qualifying order, let's take a look through your 42 car starting lineup. On pole is the number 07 Speedway Chevrolet Camaro of Derek Hamill, the points leader, and to his outside is his closest rival, the number 83 U.S. Marine Corps Toyota Supra of Nixon D'Mill. Row 2 is a pair of Toyotas. It's Nelson Reeves and DeMille's teammate, Brad Stover. Row 3 is a pair of Mercedes, the 86 of Nonnegan Scott and the 14 of Adrian Rojas. Row 4 is another pair of Toyotas in Ryan Keith and Noah Clifton. And rounding out the top 10 is the 68 of Zachariah Armstrong and the 3 of Patrick Starr. Row 6 is Rafiq Razan and next to Chrissy Spletzer, 2 Toyotas. And row 7 is Vincent David with Riley Wilkin. David in the 85, Wilkin in the 25. And then behind them, it's Theo Spletzer and Ryan Llewellyn in the GoPro colors on both cars, 2 Toyotas. Then Azul Cielo and Riley Spurley 2 making his second BOSC start. Then behind them, it is Anderson Reed and Felix Jansen, followed by the 36 of Renan Isip and the 97 of Blaze Aitken. And then it is Leland Hill and Logan Williams, followed by the 38 of Arthur Xavier and the 99 of Tim Pitch. Behind them, it's Pitch's teammate John McFadden next to Josh King. Then the 27 of Nathan Smith and the 70 of Kelvin Hulkenberg, a pair of Chevrolets. Followed by Wyatt Qualley and Abel DeGroat. Then the 26 of Nijika Kazami and the 42 of Bradley Ream. Then it is Jackson Kelsey and Bailey Pendergast, followed by the 80 of Adam Mitchell and the 1 of Henry Williams. Tari Lowell and Timothy McKenzie make up the second to last row, and rounding out the field is the 75 of Tommy Rollo and the 74 of Blake Ganaki. Ganaki qualified inside the top 10 but failed post-qualifying inspection. And oh, that is big. That is engine problems on the 07 and tire problems on the 27. Chicagoland has caught out some drivers early, and this is going to certainly change up the championship. As you can see, the 07 not starting, and then further back, the 27 having troubles getting his number 27 Among Us Chevrolet Camaro started. This is best case scenario for Nixon D'Mill. He is quite far back now on Derek Hamill. Hamill's been putting in some good runs, and now Hamill is out. He will not be starting this race. As you can see, Nathan Smith on the apron. So that means that Nelson Reeves is going to lead off the inside line as the pace car's already pulled in. Here we go. It's going to be an all Toyota front row instead of Derek Hamill starting from pole. It is Nelson Reeves, and the green flag is out here from Chicagoland. It is going to be the start that Reeves wanted, and not necessarily the start that DeMille wanted, but he'll make do with it, certainly, as he just needs to keep the car clean, and he'll be able to probably close in on the 07's point advantage, as Reeves has just shot out to the lead here, as behind here for second, the 2 Stover Racing Inc. cars linked up on the outside as Adrian Rojas was trying to get a run to take second, and now DeMille is chasing after the 15 of Nelson Reeves. As now battle for third here, Rojas checking up through the corner. That's going to really back him up to the 34 of Ryan Keith. As up front, Nixon D'Mill is hunting that 15. He's already caught back up to Nelson Reeves after that slow start. He's going to look under the 15. Nixon D'Mill looking for his first win since Knoxville last season. He's going to go under the 15, and he's going to look for the lead. Can he get it? They're going to be side by side, and it looks like that. Yeah, DeMille's going to get up into the race lead. As now here comes Brad Stover in that pink 55 with help from Nonnegan Scott, who picked up his first ever BOSC race win last week at Myrtle Beach. As the Toyota 123 at the moment But two Mercedes make up the rest of this top 5, and not against Scott and Adrian Rojas, but Scott kind of got loose there. He'll be able to retain 4th, but I don't know for how long. Brad Stover trying to make this a Stover Racing Inc. 1-2. This would be their certainly a way to get a good run. This team, if I remember correctly, made their debut here last season, as Stover is up into 2nd over Nelson Reeves. As we look, yes, Derek Hamill is officially out of the race. A camshaft issue on the 07. Oh, in contact there. That was Adrian Rojas and Rafiq Rizana. They keep it all clean, but near disaster for the Chilean and the Malaysian. Rafiq Rizana is currently leading the Rookie of the Year standings, so that would not have been ideal for him. As we look back up, Nixon D'Mill has put a gap on Nelson Reeves of 0.25 seconds. As further behind, the battle for 3rd here between Brad Stover and Nonigan Scott. Ryan Keith is also up here in that 34, as Scott dives to the inside trying to take 3rd. Stover's going to get the push from Ryan Keith, and he's going to hold the position. So Reeves is trying to reel back in the 83 of Nixon D'Mill. But D'Mill, if he can get a win here, that would be massive, as he could possibly be looking at being able to take the points lead. As behind Ryan Keith now going for 3rd on Brad Stover. A near all Toyota top 5. The Toyotas have really come to play here at Chicagoland. As with a bit of help from Nonigan Scott, the 34 is going to try to go up, and we're under yellows here. We are under the yellows here at Chicagoland. So they're all going to race it back to the line. Reeves was chipping away at DeMille's advantage, but that will all be halted, as DeMille is going to take the white flag, going to take the caution, ignore the damage. That's just a bit of a rendering glitch with NR. So as the field sorts themselves out, they're all stacking up quite a bit here. That 4 wide does not look good. That's Rojas, Clifton, and Spletzer. It's Nathan Smith for the damage on the 27. So let's take a look at what happened with that to bring out the first caution here at Chicagoland. Oh, that does not look good. That is a big crash here toward the rear. So looks like it all started with Bradley Riemann able to groat here in the 42 and 91. So DeGroat makes contact with Ream, that sends him down into Rollo. DeGroat slides back up, tags Ganaki, Kazami, Lowell, you see Kelsey, and then McKenzie just. So I saw Bailey Pendergast get a bit of air, it looked like, or rode the wall. So you see, just sent up, and then, yeah, the 75 clipped the 40 again, which gave him a bit of air. So you see Kelsey, Kazami, Mackenzie, Smith, Ganaki, DeGroat, Rollo, Pendergast, that's Lowell, Ream, though he got away with pretty much no damage. So quite a big incident here to 9 laps in here at Chicagoland. We are under the yellows, and we'll be back here to bring you the green flag action at the Camping World 40. We are back here on lap number 12 of 27. As you can see, Abel DeGroat, Blake Inaki, Najika Kazami, Tari Lowell, Tommy Rollo, and Bailey Pendergast are all out after that lap 9 incident. Timothy McKenzie is dropped a lap down. Nathan Smith was already a lap down from having a tire failure before the start, so that means that the 81 and the 27 will be lining up on the inside here. Let's see how those two could affect this restart. Nixon D'Mill is just trying to control the lead here. If he can just control this race and keep his car clean, he could be walking away as the new points leader, as Derek Hamill had a pre-race engine issue that did not see him complete a lap. As here we go, the green flag is back out here from Chicagoland, and it is Nixon D'Mill who gets the good getaway, as the 87 and 27 are very slow there on the inside. Ryan Keith's going to drop down, tried to make a move on Brad Stover, that is for third. Reeves had a small peak, didn't really have a good run. Now here comes the 34 of Keith. Is Reeves going to step out of line with help from Keith? D'Mill's going to block low. Reeves is actually going to slide a bit high. And it is Nixon D'Mill who's going to lead the first lap here, back under green flag conditions. As Nonigan Scott slips under the 55 of Brad Stover for fourth, or at least is trying to. But there are just so many Toyotas here that they're just ganging up on all of the other manufacturers, like Nonigan Scott and Vincent David, as Keith is now trying to go on Reeves for second, that is. Oh, in contact there, Rosanna down. Rosanna and Vincent David got together, and we're under the yellows again. That is one of the Accelerate cars, Timothy McKenzie on pit road, but I don't think... no, there's Patrick Starr there on pit road. I think that's one of the causes of this incident, as the field bunches up once again here. So near disaster for Ravik Rosanna, but actual disaster for someone else. It's like maybe it was a one-car incident. I only see Patrick Starr here. Yeah, it looks like it was just a one-car incident here. So looks like that Starr got together with Timothy McKenzie. Oh, McKenzie hard into the wall, and then Starr hard into the wall as well. So, two-car incident, Timothy McKenzie, that's going to probably put him out of the race. And Patrick Starr, he's likely out of this too. We're not going to take a commercial break. We're going to bring you right back to the action here. One will be going back green flag racing. So, it'll be lap 18 here. Patrick Starr, Timothy McKenzie are out of this race. We have a bit under 10... We have 10 laps to go here. So it'll be a matter, can Nixon D'Mill hang on here? He survived the first restart, so can he survive this second one? There'll be no lap cars on the inside. It'll just be him, Nelson Reeves, and Ryan Keith. His teammate Brad Stover is down to 5th, so he won't be able to help D'Mill if he gets into any sticky situations with the cars behind him. As they round turn 4, we're getting ready to see yet another green flag here. Pace car dives in. And here we go. The green flag is back out here from Chicagoland. It's going to be a good jump you see there for Ryan Keith. Another good restart for that 34. He's going to try to take second off of Nelson Reeves. And he will. Ryan Keith looks like he's going to get up into second place, and Nonigan Scott's going for third. The 15 did not get the restart that he wanted. As now, can Keith chase after the 83 of Nixon D'Mill. Ryan Keith trying to get his second race win on the season, and the second of his career. As here goes Keith down the inside. D'Mill looks like he's going to be able to hang it around the outside, as Reeves defending third from Nottingham Scott. As they head through turns 3 and 4. Nixon D'Mill holding the lead, but here comes Nelson Reeves. Is he going to help the 34? He's going to help the 34, gives Keith a bit of a push. D'Mill couldn't block it in time. Can Keith take the lead? D'Mill's going to still be able to hang it around the outside of the 34, and it is Nixon D'Mill staying in the race lead, but it is certainly not a comfortable lead anymore for him. As Brad Stover, 3 wide further back. That's Rosanna Chrissy Spletzer and Riley Wilkin. As now Keith going to try again here, closing up on the 83. As Scott and Reeves battle it out for third. Nottingham Scott gets up into third for Team Disaster. As back out front, Keith looks to have fallen off a bit of D'Mill. And that's definitely what the 83 wants. It's looking ahead, lap car Jackson Kelsey just crosses the start-finish line as the leaders head the back straight, so I don't think they'll be catching lap traffic anytime soon. As they head off of turn 4, Chrissy Spletzer looking for a spot in the top 5, as well as a bunch of other cars as Brad Stover's fallen out of the top 5. 55 has not had a good restart. We look down the order. Not much action happening further down the pack, as back up front, Nixon D'Mill trying to hold on to his lead from Ryan Keith. Keith really had a good jump off that restart, but he has fallen back now. And it looks like that, at least for now, Nixon D'Mill is going to be safe. So you look back here at the fringes of the top 10. Brad Stover's just been falling backwards and backwards since the restart. He was down to 7th at the end of this lap, at the end of the previous lap, and coming to 2 to go. Can he stay inside the top 10 as Riley Wilkin clears him? And here with 2 laps to go, Stover has dropped to 8th, but he is not who we're focusing on. We're focusing on this lead battle. Can Ryan Keith close up on Nixon D'Mill? He's only going to have about 1.5 more laps to try to make a move. Coming through turns 3 and 4. That's not instilling confidence for that Wolf Racing 34 team. It could very well be best case scenario for this 83 as Nixon D'Mill takes the white flag. He's trying to go for the points lead. Ryan Keith is right there, right on his bumper. He's going to have to back out a bit so he doesn't run the 83 over. Down the back straight, Keith's only going to have about 1 or 2 more chances to make a move. The 83 has him covered. Off turn 4. Not going to be a challenge from Keith. Nixon D'Mill wins at Chicagoland. And that will mean that the 83 is going to also get to start on pole for the Chicago 200, Chicago 40. Finishing second is Ryan Keith. Third, Nottingham Scott. Then Nelson Reeves and Chrissy Spletzer round out the top 5. So, taking a look through your full finishing results, Nixon D'Mill, your race winner, Ryan Keith second, Nottingham Scott third, Nelson Reeves fourth, Chrissy Spletzer fifth, Vincent David sixth, Riley Wilkins seventh, Brad Stover, Rafiq Razan, and Noah Clifton round out the top 10. Felix Jansen, Theo Spletzer, Ryan Llewellyn, Blaze Aitken, Tim Pitch, Adrian Rojas dropped to 16th, Leland Hill, Wyatt Qualley, Henry Williams, Azul Cielo, and Riley Spurleytube round out the top half of the grid. Then King, Reed, Issip, Mitchell, Xavier, Ream, McFadden, Logan Williams, Hulkenberg, Armstrong, Kelsey, Smith are your finishers. Then Starr, McKenzie, DeGroat, Ganaki, Kazami, Lowell, Rollo, Pendergast, and Hamill round out your full finishing order. As there's been some form of incident here. That's Riley Spurleytubes, number 60, up and smoking with heavy front end damage. So there's clearly been some form of post-race incident, and oh, that does not look good. So everyone was coming down onto pit road, and Spurleytubes just run straight into the back of the one of Henry Williams. See, there's Josh King, Anderson Reed, Nathan Smith plowed into John McFadden there at the end. It's definitely a bizarre incident here, post-race, and that's right, Spurleytube 60, all torn up. But yeah, that's been it here from the first of 2 Chicagoland events. We'll see you tomorrow for the second Chicagoland race, the Chicago 40. Until then, this has been Ash Jacobson. We'll see you next time.